morning, everyone, and welcome to this day, this beautiful, bright and sunny day that we're having. And we got a little bit of wind coming in today. I'll tell you about that in just a moment. On our show today, we've got quite a variety. We really do. We have an instructor with the Amherst Institute, and she does accounting. So we'll find out all about her accounting class with Emeritus. Also, we have a couple guests from the Old Pros. You know, they're doing Blythe Spirit. That is going to be April 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we'll find out about that production. I'm sure a lot of you probably know about that, but it's got a little bit of spirit in it, of course, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of everything. It's a really great production. And then Stephanie is coming on with Make It Your Own, Stephanie Taveras. We have a new monthly show that she's going to be doing. It's all crafty and fun and all stuff that you can try at home. So Lisa and I are going to get up with her and do some little craft. I'm not sure what it is yet. It'll be exciting, and it's always fun to learn something new. Now, as far as meetings go today, there are a couple meetings, and let's see if I can get my list. Sorry about that. I have my list out of order. We have the Disaster Preparedness Task Force, and that's in the Cypress Room today at 9:30. United has their Finance Committee meeting in the Sycamore Room at 2 o'clock. So those are your meetings for today. Now, we got some wind overnight, and in fact, I told you yesterday I didn't think we were going to get a whole lot, and in fact, yesterday in the forecast, South Orange County wasn't going to get too much, but we were getting gusts this morning up where I live at 12 miles an hour. So that was a pretty good gust. So going forward, we're going to have some really nice weather. I think the winds will continue today, and as we get to the afternoon, then subside tomorrow. So we're going to remain in the mid-70s all the way through a Friday. We're going to start to get a little clouds in on Friday. And as we get to Saturday and Sunday, still going to be pretty nice. Saturday I have 70 degrees. Sunday I think it's going to be about 68. Partly cloudy both those days, but other than that, absolutely beautiful. Even the overnights you can see are fairly mild. So this time of the year, it's a little unusual to get these offshore winds for sure, but it's kind of nice after we had a couple weeks of on and off rain and relatively cool temperatures, at least cool for us. Let's look around the county and elsewhere. Beautiful. Look at the beaches. That's the average of 71 degrees today, meaning some beaches will be a little bit warmer, some a little bit cooler. But because of these offshore winds, the beaches are really kind of heating up today. You can see around Orange County, the mid to upper 70s. Up there in North Orange County, that would be around Anaheim, Buena Park area. They're going to be about 78. A little more inland, and inland is about Yorba Linda, Brea, those areas, 76. And it's not unusual, again, when we get these offshore winds, that the communities that are a little bit closer to the coast can actually be warmer. Big Bear, 45 degrees, so still cold up there, and Palm Springs, 81. So this is not a red flag warning event, and because these winds aren't really hot, they're still relatively cool winds, because we're just into the first week of spring, but nice weather overall. Hey, a quick couple reminders for those folks who would like to get on either the United board or the GRF board. GRF is accepting applications to become a member of their board. This will be a term that will go all the way to November 2020, so please keep that in mind, that if you're interested, it's almost a full term. Not quite, about 2.5 years. So if you're interested in that one, you need to get your application in by noon tomorrow. To get your application, you can come up to the Community Center building and get that, or you can find them online as well. Now for United, you have to get your application in by Friday noon. United is a fairly short term. It only goes to the fall. You're only fulfilling about, about 6 months or that. So if you want to just give it a try, that's a good way to start. All right, we will be back in just a moment.
The Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
The recently completed El Toro Water District Recycled Water Expansion Project has now delivered over 1 billion gallons of recycled water. The district is preparing to construct a second phase of the project that will install over 28,000 feet of new recycled water pipelines in the Gate 9 and Gates 5 and 6 areas of Laguna Woods Village. The pipeline construction will begin in early November and should be complete by June of next year. The district sincerely appreciates your patience as we enhance the water supply resources in the Laguna Woods area.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Did you know you can get up to 11% on your money? That's right, 11%. And your investment will be secured by real estate. Would you like to receive a check each month? Would you like to earn up to 11% secure? Would you like consistent returns knowing each month what to expect in your mailbox? Well, American Mortgage Fund is now offering up to 11%, paid monthly. 11% secured by real estate with American Mortgage Fund. It's a great way to earn high monthly returns. Call 1-800-359-1111.
Did you know that we are living longer, healthier lives than ever before? And did you know that social interaction, brain stimulation, and exercise improve your quality of life? Did you know the Saddleback College Emeritus Institute offers 200 tuition-free classes to older adults in South Orange County? With over 30-plus locations between Lake Forest and San Clemente, it has never been easier to take advantage of your third act of life. Sign up today.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Lisa Hart, as you all know, and I've got Cheryl and Sharon here from Old Pros. I think I got that right. Oh, thank goodness, boy. We're just crazy today. Well, welcome. So tell me a little bit about Old Pros. We'll have you start and what it's all about.
Old Pros is a theater group that's been here for I don't know how long, and we basically do farces and straight plays.
Okay.
We have many old professionals in our club. And
now, when you say old professionals, what are you saying? Like you've had a history of theatrical work?
Yes,
and, okay.
yes, retired professionals.
Okay.
Who have been directors and actors and producers. Okay. We're very fortunate. So the Old Pros this year, from this point on, we have 5 productions in the works.
Wow, that's a lot.
From now until the end of the year. So we're very fortunate to be able to be producing and directing these shows because we have the people who can do it.
Give me your background.
Oh, my background.
Yeah. Because I'm new to the community, and so I've never met you, so I would love to know what your background is in theater.
Well, my background in theater. In high school, I was Annie Sullivan in The Miracle Worker. Okay. And in college, I was a television and radio major at Syracuse. And I went to school with Bob Costas and Mark Tinker. They were my classmates. Okay. And then I went on to become a podiatrist.
What?
That I've been for 40 years, that I just retired from a year ago. Okay. And now I'm able to get back into acting.
Well, isn't that fun? I mean, I think we all start somewhere. I mean, some people are fortunate enough to know right away what they want to do, but not everybody. And how about you? What is your background?
Well, I have a degree in theater from the fabulous Cal State Northridge.
Great.
And I worked a lot doing voiceover work and looping of television and movies.
Sure.
I did a lot of theater work just for fun, a lot of community theater. And a few children's records here and there, and then I got into radio. So I was a radio announcer for 30 years.
Nice. Locally or
locally?
Someplace
Yeah.
else? Okay.
All in California. Most of it in LA.
Okay.
And overlapping that, I decided I needed to be something else when I grew up, so I went back to school and also became a doctor. I'm a chiropractor.
Oh, are you? Now, isn't that funny? But always in the back of your mind, you've had this passion, right? So now you both can participate.
Yes.
Now you both were in this new play that's coming up.
Yes.
So it's called Blythe Spirit, something kind of spooky.
Yes, by Noel Coward. So it's a great, funny.
It's a farce.
Farce, yeah.
Right.
Farce. And Sharon plays a fabulous part.
I do.
Speak.
Oh, speak. I am Madame Arcati. I am the psychic medium who is at the center of the whole thing.
And I play a doctor's wife.
Well, that's okay, right? Yes. So we've got some fun photos, and you guys, it just looks so fun. So tell me, like, how long does it take for you guys to prepare to do something like this?
Normally it takes we allow 6 weeks for a production, but in this particular production there were a lot of lines. Yeah. So we started production, and we started our rehearsals in the beginning of February. Auditions were at the end of January.
I'm going to interrupt you. There you are now.
There I am.
Okay. So I will have a picture of you, I'm sure,
Looking quite
coming
mad.
up. Looking quite mad, kind of crazy like. All right, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
So anyway, so we've been in production since the beginning of February, actually, and there are a lot of lines to learn.
Right.
So it's been very nice, and it's a really wonderful group of people that we're working with. Our director is very calm and very encouraging, and the cast is really fabulous. We have the cream of the crop, except for me, but we have the cream of the cream of the crop. So it's just been really great working together.
Now, in a production like this, when there are so many lines, do you have somebody kind of off to the side giving you guys your lines if need be?
Well, hopefully not, but
Yeah,
yes.
during rehearsals we do, and we're hoping for the production that we won't need that, so it'll be fine.
Right.
But she will be there during the production, but
Now, what about costumes? Do you guys come up with your own things?
this is what I'm wearing.
Oh, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
I will be wearing, you know, I'm a fancy doctor's wife.
With an accent.
No, excuse me, I'm a fancy doctor's wife.
There you go.
That's the proper accent. And you've seen one of my costumes in the photos, and it just, I feel like Madame Arcati has a sense of fashion all her own. Her blouses and her skirts are in the same color scheme. They just don't happen to go together.
Well, maybe that's something you should wear on What's Not to Wear, which you know, Mary did not too long ago with her theater guild, which is just a crack up. So tell me what you love most about participating in this. I'll start with you.
I love being make-believe. I love being somebody I'm not. And I love being on the stage. And the fact that we have such a nice group of people to work with makes it even better.
That's nice. I mean, that is nice, right? When you get to work with people you really like.
Yeah, it is a great group. It's a lot of fun. Mostly I am motivated by making people laugh. So it's great to be able to play such a great, big, over-the-top, funny character and get laughs. And working in a theatrical setting. And I once heard another actor say, the main driving force for an actor is, look at me, look at me, look at me. And that's basically
Well,
it.
I don't even know if that's acting or what I do, because we're all like, hey, look at me, I'm on camera.
That's pretty much true, yeah.
Well, and for you, being in radio all that time, I mean, you are isolated as an announcer, and I did it for a short time, so I know that you're sitting in a cubicle, kind of all by yourself, and the only thing you have is your headphones that connect you to the other people. So this is totally different. You are in front of an audience live.
And I would do jokes on the air when I was a disc jockey. And I, turn off my mic again and go, I hope that was funny, because who knows? If there's someone in the other room and they heard me and laughed, then I'm happy. But yeah, it's very, very different. Being on stage in a room filled with people and being in a radio booth where you're all by yourself, very, very different experience.
Right.
But it's still sort of look at me, look at me. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. It's sort of kind of the same thing.
Right. But there's no cover up when it's live, as we find out on live television too, right? And especially when, maybe something didn't go right the first time around, so you hope you just change it the next time you have a performance. But is this only it's a one night or a couple nights?
It's 3 nights.
Oh, it's 3 nights,
April 6th
okay.
and 7th, and that's at 7 p.m., and then it's April 8th at 2 p.m. We always have a matinee.
Okay, now that's coming up pretty soon.
It's coming up very soon.
How are your tickets? Sales?
I think they're going pretty well.
Okay.
I think Saturday night is pretty booked. Friday there's still opportunity to buy tickets.
What's the maximum amount of people that can fit into
The theater holds, I think, 800 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot
it's
of
big.
people.
It's a big performance space.
Right.
It's a huge performance space.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're hoping to fill those theater.
Yep. So there's still tickets available.
Is there any particular like anything last minute you'd like to tell our audience about the play to get them to come on in? Anything else?
Well, if you're a member of the Old Pros, go ahead.
If you're a member, I just instituted this. If you're a member of the Old Pros, bring your membership card and your ticket to the will call table, where Sheila will be sitting, and you will get a very sweet treat.
Oh, nice. And can they get tickets at the door?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You can get tickets at the door. The box office is a little, I hate to say it, but Clubhouse 3 box office is a little sluggish. So if you can get your tickets ahead of time, it saves time.
Yeah.
Saves time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they are available at each performance. It's just get there in plenty of time, because the computer is slow that brings up where the tickets are available, so it takes some time.
And I do want to say something about the Old Pros. We're a really wonderful organization, and we really, even though we have main stage productions, we have smaller productions too, and we also have meetings where people have the opportunity to do monologues and other interesting things. So even if you're not a main stage performer, you have a chance to do something. So it's pretty neat.
And if you just like being around theater but you have no interest in acting, we always need people to help backstage and to help with advertising and just to be a supporter of theater.
Oh, and sell ads. We always need
people
to sell ads.
Right. Always asking for money. Well, you're a nonprofit, well, not-for-profit organization, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So everything is a donation, and it costs money to put on a show.
Right, absolutely, it does. Let's tell the audience again when it is. It's April 6th.
Blithe Spirit is April 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
The 6th and 7th are at 7 p.m. and the 8th is at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And we hope you all can be here.
Well, that's great. Well, congratulations. I'm
Thank
sure it's
you.
going to be a success, and
It'll be great
hopefully we'll
fun.
have you on again and we can talk about its success and what's coming up next.
Oh, we'd love to. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
Good, thank you.
Thanks so much.
And we'll be right back after this.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental for 15 years. She and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
I'm Dr. Ray Floberg, and I want to welcome you to our brand new facility here in Laguna Woods. We've been serving the community since 2006, and we're super excited to bring you an awesome team of doctors, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Asaturians, Dr. Vian, myself, here to serve you in our brand new state-of-the-art facility. Call us in the morning and we'll get you in the same day, guaranteed.
Hello, welcome to Laguna Woods Golf Course. My name is Roger Teal. I'm Golf Operation Manager along with Joel Walker, Golf Professional. Today we're going to cover how to maintain your golf course and keep it in good playing conditions.
You know, Roger, I come from, my caddies take care of that for me as well as when I'm off playing internationally.
Yes, Joel, I understand that. Internationally, a lot of golf courses have caddies or day laborers, but here at Laguna Woods, we rely on the golfers to maintain their own golf course.
I would say that probably goes for about 95% of the courses in this country, if not more, huh?
I would agree.
Yes, of course.
But tell you what, we're going to cover a lot of things today. Joel, why don't you just tee one up and we'll get started.
Okay.
Looks like a pretty good shot there, Joel. All right. Hey, you break your tee?
Yeah, I did.
All right, what do we do with our broken tees here?
I think we lay them right there so our maintenance people can pick them up when they're doing their morning routine.
And the lawnmowers won't get broken down from
Right.
cutting on tees,
Okay.
right? Thanks. Whoa, 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 Joel, stop, stop. There's a cart sign right here. we got to stop and go to the cart path now.
Ah, right on. Yeah, it really protects the integrity of our bunker complexes and greens out here, doesn't it?
Yes, thank you very much. Hey Joel, there's my ball.
Oh, Raj, look at that. Someone didn't fill their divot.
Oh, man.
Now you got to play it out of there.
Yeah, the rules of golf say I got to play it as it lies.
Man, that's Heartbreak City and it's totally unacceptable in my eye.
Not very good ethics and etiquette, huh?
It's not very good at all.
Now, I'm going to have to play this shot, and then we'll show everybody how to fix this divot.
Very good. Yep.
All right.
I'm sure this will be a perfect shot. That was a pretty darn good shot there, Raj.
Okay,
Let me get the
now-
sand bucket for you.
Now, here, I'll get the bucket.
All right.
I'm right here. Now, there's a couple ways to fix this. If I didn't have my sand, I would kick it in like this with my club.
Best you could.
Best I could.
Right.
And then
Even it out
also
a
with my
little bit.
shoe. But this crater, the only way to fix this thing is to fill it with sand.
Right, right. And our new fleet of golf carts have some excellent sand buckets on them. They got a handle on it. Very comfortable.
Yes.
Very easy to use.
Easy to use. So what we do, we just fill that hole up to about the level of the grass, tap it down a little bit with our shoe, and that grass will grow over in a couple weeks.
Excellent. And the golfer that comes up where their ball might hit into that sanded area potentially could roll through and they're going to have a normal shot.
Right, the ball could roll through that, or it's set on it and it's a much easier shot.
Much easier shot. Yep, it's a sand shot. Great. It was a good looking shot, Raj. It's too bad it ended in the bunker.
Yeah, I pulled it a little bit left. Okay, proper way to play this shot. I'm not allowed to ground the club. That's just a rule of golf. So I get myself ready. I can dig in a little bit. I can't ground my club. Hit the shot. It's a good shot. It's on the green. Okay, now I'm going to come out. And
You
then
need a rake, right?
I get the rake. We have our rakes here handy for us. I'm going to rake this sand bunker. I'm getting my footprints. I'm getting where the ball was struck and coming back out. And don't want to rake too much sand up to the top. So, oh, look at that.
Look at that.
There's
Someone-
other footprints. Well,
Probably the same guy that didn't fill his divot back there.
yeah, probably the same guy. So
It's unfortunate.
I'm going to just take care of this for the golfers behind me. That's good golf etiquette to take care of that. I'm going to lay the sand rake right there on the edge.
Now, I notice you have part of the handle out of the bunker.
That is for easy grabbing the rake. You don't have to go find it. It's right here.
Right.
So we try to place our rakes just like that at every bunker.
Beautiful. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. All right. Roger hit a nice shot up here. You can see he's left a ball mark. And you always want to fix your ball marks. If there's one thing in golf that will really upset you when you're playing a lot, is seeing a lot of ball marks that aren't fixed. And unfortunately here at Laguna Woods, we get a lot of that. Always have a handy dandy tool with you, or even a tee will work. When you come to fix the mark, make sure you're on the perimeter and you're pushing it in, right? Push it back in. Try not to push up too much. Sometimes you have to, and pat it down.
Okay, and Joel, here at Laguna Woods, we have a lot of seniors that play, and some of them don't have good vision, such as myself, and they need to look for these ball marks. When they approach the green, they need to look for ball marks. So we want to remind all of our residents here, look for your ball mark. You might have hit the green, you might have thought you hit in front of the green, but look for a ball mark and make it easy for everybody else and keeping our greens in good condition.
You know, and another thing I would add is when you're coming up onto a green and maybe you fixed your ball mark, but you see others, fix them. Go ahead and do us all a favor. If you got to fix 2 or 3 of them, just go ahead and do it. You'll have a great day.
And that way all the putts run smooth.
Yes, we'll love you for it.
Okay, both Joel and I enjoyed presenting this video to you today. And if everybody watches this video and does a few of those things that we're asking you to do to maintain the golf course, the golf will be more enjoyable for everybody here at Laguna Woods.
Exactly, Roger. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. Again, these tasks are so important for all of us to enjoy a round of golf out here in Laguna Woods Village. 113,000 plus rounds a year. It's up to us to keep the golf course in tip-top shape.
Busy, busy, busy.
Busy. I know I'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate it. Sean Sincato will appreciate it. Again, it's a very special place. Let's keep it special. And if you have any questions, please visit our most beautiful golf shop and look up Roger, myself, or Chris Callan. We'd be more than happy to assist you with any other questions you may have, or with some fine purchases as well. Again, thanks for watching.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
You bet.
Hello, Laguna Woods. My name is Rick Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
Hi everybody, I'm Sean Thomas. Welcome to Sports Talk. Come join me here every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. for sports highlights, tournament news, and interviews for Laguna Woods residents and around the world. Hey, maybe even Broadway. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Put it on your calendar. Thursday mornings, a great way to start your day with me and the Sports Talk way. Or even a triple's okay. I'll see you then.
Do you hear but not understand? I have good news for you. A proprietary system for verifying hearing correction, Verified Best Speech Clarity, is now available through the All-American Hearing Network. This means hearing improvement can now be verified and documented. Your individual hearing correction is guaranteed in writing. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot. Try AMP, the world's smallest hearing aid at an unbelievably small price, just $750. It's ready to go in one visit, comfortable to wear, and virtually invisible when worn. Yes, you can now have verified best speech clarity. Hear every word. Call today to reserve your complimentary private consultation and experience word clarity dialed back into focus on the spot, risk-free.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, so I have a ring here because we have Make It Your Own here with us, and Stephanie Taveras, who is the host of Make It Your Own Craft Show. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well,
I'm back again.
Yes. She's back again, and now you have your own show.
Yep.
So really exciting. So what are we making today?
So today we're going to make some really simple spring wreaths, and most of the materials you can get them at any dollar store.
Okay.
And then I already pre-wrapped them for you with some burlap ribbon. And then you don't have to use burlap ribbon. You can use any type of like twine, or if you want to use colorful ribbon, you can do that as well. Okay. So I already pre-wrapped them, and then you want to leave some space, because what we're going to do is that we're going to put some flowers on the corner here. And then if you wanted to do flowers on the other spaces, you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay. So can I ask, Steph, where do you find the actual wire?
The dollar store.
At the dollar store?
Yep. Yep. So
Any dollar store?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Wow. So you don't have to go to a craft store.
You
well, you could find it there too.
Yeah, you
but,
could.
wow.
But this is called the box wire wreath frame.
Okay.
And then the ribbon, I also got this at the dollar store. And then the artificial flowers, you can get those there as well.
Okay.
That's really good.
I like
So we're going to start off by taking these flowers. You can take any colors that you guys want to use first.
Okay.
If you just wanted to do one color, you can do that.
And so these are the wire.
So where am I putting it?
You're just going to wrap them around the wire, and then you're going to tie like a little knot on the back.
Like, is that too, okay, like this?
So
Yep.
it doesn't really matter how you tie it around.
No.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
This thing is kind of hard to wrap. There
Yep.
we go.
There you go.
Oh, that's fairly
good.
easy to work with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just keep adding more flowers.
Okay.
So
I'll
tell
do
us how was the first taping of your show?
It was great. We had Brooke Fenn from AR Workshop in San Juan Capistrano, and she actually showed us how to do wooden decorative signs for your home. I did a really nice one that said breathe, and it had really nice dandelions, and then we had Sheila Bialka and David Deering from the Old Pros, and they were able to do some really cool signs as well. And I'm really excited because the first episode is actually going to air in April. It's going to air on Wednesday, April the 4th at 2 p.m., Wednesday, April 11th at 2 p.m., Saturday, April 21st at 10:30 a.m., and then Wednesday, April the 25th at 2 p.m.
Wow, so you have a lot of good air dates in April.
Yeah, and then we do have a special surprise for viewers, so you want to make sure that you tune in.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. And then what if somebody wanted to be on the show? The two that you had on were residents, right?
Yeah.
So what if somebody really wanted to participate? How does that work?
So if someone wanted to participate or knows someone that actually wants to sponsor a craft for the show, they can send us an email to village.television@vmsinc.org. That looks great, Ken.
Let me see, Ken.
Yeah, good job.
Okay,
There
cute.
we
I
go.
kind of went
There
a
you
little
go.
more full.
Yeah,
But I
really
like it
nice.
because it's simple.
Yeah,
right?
and it only
There
takes
we
a
go.
few minutes. It doesn't
Right.
have to take a lot of time. If you wanted to do a lot
And-
more, you could obviously spend a
Yeah.
good while doing that, but that looks great. And then we also have
feel like
these
it's
butterflies if
sticking
you
up
guys
so
want
much.
to.
Oh, I thought those were just for looks.
No.
Oh, you see, you can
Oh,
put a little
okay.
butterfly on.
All right, let me put a butterfly on somehow. So you got these
you
all
go.
at the dollar store.
Everything was at the dollar store.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
And then are you going to do this once a month on your show? Or?
Yeah, so hopefully we're trying to do this about once a month. So hopefully we do get some people that are interested, some clubs here in the community that want to come in and be on the show and do a fun and easy craft.
Well, it would be easy if
It
I
would
got
be
my
easy.
hands around it.
I think mine's
Okay,
broken.
now
we
my
go.
flowers don't look right.
There we
Okay,
go.
there. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
and then
perfect.
how would they hang, if you're going to put this, I guess you could use it over the door hanger,
Yeah,
right?
you can use one of the wreath hangers, and
How's
you can
that?
also find those at the dollar store
Oh, there
as well.
you go. Oh,
Very nice.
That
and it
looks
matches my
great.
shirt.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, see, that
Good
looks way
job,
too-
guys.
Very nice. I like it. So
There
tell
we
us
go.
again. Let's go ahead and tell everybody about your show one more time, and that's going to start airing next month.
Yeah. So
April 4th is the first air
yes,
date?
April
Okay.
4th at 2 p.m. Then Wednesday, April the 11th at 2 p.m. Saturday, April the 21st at 10:30, and Wednesday, April the 25th at 2 p.m.
All right.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
Yeah,
I like it.
awesome.
And thank you
Thank
for
you,
our
guys.
cute little craft.
Yeah, of course.
And then also, don't forget, in April, we're going to have Make It Your Own show, and make sure you tune in because there's going to be a surprise.
Yep, there's going to be a surprise.
All right.
All right, very good. And we should mention that they also created that sign for you, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Did, you did
right.
your logo, but
This
they
one
created
right
the
here.
sign.
Let me hold it up.
So
Yeah.
Brooke Fenn from AR Workshop, she's the owner. She did go ahead and create this piece for us and gave us this piece for the show. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Isn't that
very
cute?
nice.
It's
We love your
beautiful.
logo.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
very
you.
cute, very creative.
I love the name of the show. Where did that come from?
It was your idea.
Oh, Ken just had to do that.
Yeah, it's a great name. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
All
very
right.
good. So that'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be interesting to see what all the different things that the show comes up with, the
Yeah.
different crafts and
Yeah,
all
I'm
that.
excited.
Yeah.
And most importantly, congratulations.
Yes.
You survived and you
I
did a great job.
Thank you.
All right, so stay tuned for our next item, which will be her Make It Her Own in April. And we'll be right back after this.
Very good.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I am so pleased to welcome you to JTV. We're a 24/7 home shopping network focused exclusively on jewelry and gemstones. And because we believe every woman deserves to be lifted up, we love to help her sparkle, keep her informed, and make her smile. Our viewer is passionate about jewelry and gemstones, and we share her passion. Because of that, she keeps coming back, making us one of the top retailers in the United States. We sell extraordinary products at extraordinary prices. Welcome to JTV.
Hi everyone, and welcome to our segment where we spotlight someone who is thriving in the village. I'm Cindy Whitney, and I'm so lucky because I'm sitting here on this warm sunny day next to the Aliso Creek, and I'm getting to spend time not only with my friend Diane Johansson, but also with her little ladies, Noelle and Daisy. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm good. It doesn't get any better than this, does it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The dogs want to say hello, too.
Oh, there they are. Hi, ladies. Well, I wanted to bring you on to this segment because I'm so fascinated by your process. We met about a year ago, just by chance, at the Performing Arts Center, and we've had these interactions where we've gone to things deliberately or just run into each other so many places. So I asked you, how do you do that? How do you find these places to go that interest you? And you told me that you've had a strategy since you moved here.
Yeah.
Could you share that with our audience?
Oh, I certainly could. You know, when I first moved here, I had not ever gone anywhere by myself. I always had friends or family that did everything with me. I never went by myself. So when I came here, I thought, oops, this is just a new idea for me and a new adventure. And so right away, I turned on Channel 6, that's our TV channel. They came right into my room right in my living room and started telling me about all the things that go on here. All kinds of fun stuff and adventures and activities, and also with the community, things that go on in the community. And so I wrote down a bunch of stuff from that, and then I subscribed to the Globe newspaper. And I took that and I started highlighting things and cutting things out, and didn't have much paper left by the time I cut all these places I wanted to go, because it tells you all the activities and events that go on for the week and for the month. And so, then, after that, I went to the clubhouses, because they have flyers in channel, I guess it's Clubhouse 3, they've got like over 100 flyers. And so I picked out all these flyers that I could find. I went home, my table's full, right, of everything, all kinds of papers. I had to come up with an idea of how to organize this some. So I bought a great big calendar and started writing down all the things I wanted to do for the month. And sometimes there were 3 things a day, but of course I couldn't do all of those at once. So I had a folder, and all the things that I would write on my calendar, I would put on the right side of my folder, the flyers, so that I would know the details. And everything that I wanted to do that I couldn't get to that month, I put on the left side of my folder. So I had all this organized and had all these things to do, and then I thought, uh-oh, now I have to do them. And I'm going to be doing them all by myself. See?
Right. So I like the idea that you had these folders, because it's easy doing what you were doing to actually become overscheduled. You could actually sort of burn yourself out and then pull back from it and say, there's too many things to do here. So you were able to just manage it so that these things were something that you could do, and that you would do. That way you would actually go to them. So, okay, so you've got your calendar, and then you went. What happened when you first went in? Was it what you thought it would be?
Yes, it was more than I thought it would be, because I'd go in to either an activity or an event, and I'd sit down to the table. I'd sit there, and the dog, say hello to the doggy over there. Maybe he'll move on. I'd sit down and I'd say, I'm Diane Johansson, I'm new in Laguna Woods. And all of a sudden, instantly, I had friends, because everyone here is friendly. And they all would talk to me, and they'd tell me about what they did. Yes. They'd tell me about other clubs that they'd go to that are wonderful, that I should maybe attend and things. And I did this for 6 months. I went from place to place, event to event, saying, I'm Diane Johansson, and I'm new. And I'd sit at the table and smile, and I'd get a whole table smiling back at me.
Wow. So it's kind of exponential, isn't it? You go there and you have one set of friends, and the next thing you know, somebody has suggested something else, and you can see them again and make new friends.
Yes.
And so is that how it sort of snowballed for you?
It did. It did. And I just continued to do this over and over again, you know, to all the new events. And my calendar, you know, each month I'd fill it up with new things and new places to go. And those places that I enjoyed, I would return. And then there was all those left side of my folder of new things for me to start and to get involved in.
Now, I imagine that these two little ladies provide you another level of meeting people, such as dog walkers and people who are dog people. Yes. As you go out and walk, you're meeting a whole other group of people that you can become connected with.
I certainly am, because the dogs love to play around with the other dogs and the little doggies, and they like to talk to each other and sniff at each other and so forth. And then I can talk to the people and all the residents that live here and get to know residents that way. And also on different hikes and different places you go, there's a lot of places to walk here in Laguna Woods.
Yes.
And so, and I'm always meeting new people and seeing all the beautiful trees and all the beauty that we have here.
Yes.
It's available.
And I want to mention too that you really commit when you go to these things, because I've seen you at the Woodstock event. I've gone to a fashion show with you, and you show up in the hat and the jewelry and the costumes and the whole thing. So you really there's a rich participation that you have in each one of these things. Does that help too, to help you to thrive?
Of course, the attitude. Your attitude is everything, and I have a positive attitude anyway. And I love to dress up, and I love to, you know, play and do fun things, and it does. It helps just enhance the activity. And then there's a lot of people that, you know, that just come and they're attracted to you because of the fun things that you wear and what you say and do and so forth. And so, yeah, my saddest part is I threw away a bunch of stuff that I had before I moved here, not realizing how much people do dress up in costumes and attire for all these events.
Yes.
And so I'm sad that I didn't keep all the stuff that I had at one time.
Oh my goodness.
And stuff. But anyway.
Well, you can always buy more. So this is kind of your way of thriving. You pushed up against something that you didn't think you could do in the first place, which was go out on your own and make friends and be connected to people. And you're doing that, and you continue to do it. Is that your definition of thriving, or is there something else?
Thriving is that, plus it's getting involved in activities that bring rewarding results. Like if I get involved with the sports activities here, or the arts and crafts, and all the things that I do, and that I see people that bring a lot of talent to Laguna Woods, and I don't have that. Right. I was the stick figure person, you know, the head, the body, the two legs, and the arms. And now I can do dogs and cats and horses.
Wait a minute, you're taking a drawing class, and you've already moved on from stick figures to fully rendered animals?
That's right, Cindy, and they're doggone good. And if I don't like them, I can throw them in the trash because no one's grading me.
That's right.
But it's rewarding for me at that level, you know, and there's always people in all these classes that help you, and they're so willing to help.
That's so true, isn't it? Even though they're busy doing their own thing, if you ask them a question, I notice that they stop and they want to help you, you know, learn something and get better at what you're doing, and they're very generous with their time.
Very generous. They're very generous, and like I said, no one's gotten mad at me yet, and I ask a lot of questions.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! So your advice to somebody who finds themselves either here, you know, newly here, or maybe they've dropped out and they've lapsed in going out to things, your advice to that person would be, you know, just start it,
just to get in there and try it, just to get in there and do it, and just take that step, because it's so rewarding and it pays back tenfold, because I was very hesitant. The dancing was the hardest part, going to dances.
Oh, dances. You told me that you went to one and you thought you were going to sit there and be a wallflower, which I can't imagine, but you thought that was going to be the case. And what happened?
It was a hard step, because that was a hard place for me to go. I didn't want to go to the dances by myself. And I went there and I sat down and did my same thing. I'm Diane and I'm new to Laguna Woods, and everyone talked to me, and all of a sudden the music started. And once the music started, everyone got up to dance. And I was sitting there and I thought, uh-oh. And then this guy came up and he said, haven't I seen you at Mac Club before? And I said, yeah. And he said, do you want to dance? I said, certainly. So I danced with him, and he introduced me to a bunch of people, and I had a good time that night. And then I asked a girl, here's another thing, I stepped out of the box again, because I met a girl at Hikers Club, her name's Gloria, she knows everyone. I said, could I go to the dance with you?
Yes.
So I stepped out of another box and asked a question, and she said, sure. And so I think she introduced me to, say, like 200 of the 400 people that were there. I mean, it was amazing, because she just knew everyone, and she was just taking me around, showing me everyone, and from then on, I never had a problem going to the dances, because I always new people that were there. But it's just, like I said, it's taking the chance and taking that first step.
Yes.
And just doing it and having a positive attitude, knowing that this place is full of friendly people that want to help you and be your friend.
And I know, because that happened to me when I first met you. You inspired me to go to things that, I mean, I really didn't realize I wanted to go to an herb lecture, and yet I did, and I learned a lot about cilantro that I didn't know, and so I'm using it in my cooking, and so lots and lots of good things can happen from a tiny meeting and a tiny step. So thank you, Diane, for coming today and bringing Noelle and Daisy with you.
And can I tell you that I love Laguna Woods?
Yes, you may.
And that I feel that's one great big family of fun friends. And there's 18,000 of them to be my friend.
That's right. And you're still working on the 18,000, aren't you?
You don't know them all.
Well, thanks for coming today, Diane. I love you, and I'm so happy that you're here with us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us for our Spotlight segment today. If you'd like to share your Thrive story, or you'd like to nominate someone who is thriving, please contact us using the information that's on the screen. And don't forget to watch the Thrive Show that's on Thursday mornings at 9:30 on Village Television. Hope to see you soon.
Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
The Laguna Hills Lodge is very proud to have been awarded the TripAdvisor Award of Excellence for the last 5 years. Discover this family-friendly boutique hotel and enjoy our crystal clear pool and spa, beautiful gardens, and convenient location. Our designer upgraded rooms feature luxury comforts of much higher priced hotel chains and include free continental breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and more. We match the lowest price you can find online. Ask about our Laguna Woods special offer.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Welcome back. We have got movies, right?
Lots of movies.
We have got two that are Academy Award winners as far as the actresses.
Yes, and you guys get to watch them for free.
Yes. Now the first one is I, Tonya. This is the story of Tonya Harding, and it really takes place all the way from the time she was a little girl all the way up to the infamous time during the U.S. Figure Skating Championship. I think that was like in the mid-90s now. Mm-hmm. And it's really the story, more than anything else, of her really tumultuous relationship with her mom. Mm. And her mom is played by Allison Janney, and Allison Janney won Best Supporting Actress for her role in this.
Okay.
And it's interesting, you know, in one of the things I saw, they showed Tanya Harding's real mom next to Allison Janney. I mean, they look so much alike as far as the makeup they did for her. And even some of the backstory, a while back, right before the Academy Awards, there was like a 2-hour special on Tanya Harding on one of the networks. And her mom is a piece of work and still is. Interesting. It's also some of the bumbling and fumbling of her husband at the time, Jeff Gillooly and all that, how they went about going after Nancy Kerrigan. And it's all true. That's what's funny. Yeah, I mean, it's funny and sad. Frighteningly funny. So this will be on Friday at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. It is rated R, primarily for language, and it is 2 hours long. It's 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Wow.
And it's gotten, you know, when you first see this movie, that is when I first heard about it, I thought it was some sort of HBO special. No, but it was released in theaters, and it had excellent reviews. Just
yeah,
across the board.
I haven't watched that one yet, but you know, you make it sound like I need to watch it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, so.
Okay, and then we also have Lady Bird now, which also surprisingly, it's weird how we have these both on, is a relationship between the mother and daughter.
It is, yeah.
So it stars Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf, and Laurie Metcalf won an Academy Award for Best Actress for the movie.
Yes.
So very exciting. Lady Bird highlights the turbulent bond between a mother and her teenage daughter, Christine McPherson, and they fight against, but is exactly like her wildly loving, deeply opinionated and strong-willed mom, a nurse working tirelessly to keep her family afloat after Lady Bird's father loses his job. The film is set in Sacramento, California in 2002, amidst a rapidly shifting American economic landscape. So yeah, I saw a couple of the previews, so again, I haven't quite seen that movie yet. So
no, neither have I.
Both of these I think I need to watch, but it looks like both very good movies. And this one's on Monday, April 2nd, and brought to you by Sterling Financial Advisors, and yours is brought to you by?
Breastlink.
Breastlink.
And I do want to mention that Laurie Metcalf, who won the Academy Award on this, is famous for her role as Jackie on Roseanne, which comes back on ABC tonight.
Oh, it's tonight? Oh, fun.
Yeah, I think it's tonight, yeah. And it's I think it's an 8-run series, and all the original cast is in it.
I saw the original cast, yeah.
It looks pretty good. I enjoyed that show. But it's interesting that, you know, she was on that, I don't know how long that was on, years and years.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like a couple weeks before the show comes back on, she wins an Academy Award.
Perfect.
So good for her.
Perfect publicity.
Yes. Now, I want to tell you about our other movies coming up. We got some really good ones for you, and these are our April movies. We have coming up on Friday, we have Jumanji, which is an action movie, a comedy action movie, and that stars Dwayne Johnson. And it's, if you remember, this originally came out with Robin Williams. I think, I don't know, 20 years ago.
It's been a while.
And it's about these kids who kind of get sucked into this video game and become the characters. Then, on April 13th, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. This was a really good film. This is the middle of movie of this trilogy movie, and believe me, there's going to be more that go on and on coming out. I think this summer is the backstory.
They have spin-offs.
Yeah.
They have spin-offs.
Yeah, Han
really
Solo.
Good. Yep.
So
that looks good.
That's coming out, the backstory to that character. Faces Places is a documentary that this guy sets up these huge cameras that do poster-sized prints throughout Europe, and how it affects people, and really different. I saw the trailer on that. And then Molly's Game is a true story of an Olympic-class skier who ran the world's most expensive high-stakes poker game and became an FBI target. And that's a true story. So that should be good. Then moving on to Monday movies, Downsizing. Do you know anything about that?
Yes.
That is a really different
funny.
movie. Yes.
Where you trade in like all of your possessions, and you shrink yourself down, and everything is much larger.
Yeah.
But you're tiny in a tiny town.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be
I think
literally
it looks
what
great.
it says.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, and April 16th, a very different movie, which you saw, The Florida Project.
Yeah, it is a different movie, and it's set, just off the skirts of Disneyland in Orlando.
Yeah.
And it has a lot to do with, just trying to survive.
Yeah, it's a family that lives in a motel, right?
Yes, a mother and 2 children. So it really focuses more on the 2 children and how they spend their days, well, over summertime because there's no school.
Yeah, and that motel does really exist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is not a documentary. These are actors that are in this, but it really does exist. And Breathe is the true story of of a couple, and one of them faced a devastating disease and becomes immobile. Am I right?
Yeah, and that's also a very good movie. Yeah, he gets a debilitating disease, and she sticks with him by his side the entire time, motivating him to live.
Yeah. And the last one, another one that was up for an Academy Award, Phantom Thread. In fact, it was up for several Academy Awards. I don't know if it won any. I think it did for Best Costumes.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
A lot of
and this stars Daniel Day-Lewis as a renowned dressmaker during the 1950s, and how his life is disrupted by a young, strong-willed woman who becomes his muse. So there you go.
Intriguing.
Yeah, so good movies, all different kinds of movies coming your way. And you're going to tell us about a couple other things that are
we have a couple of activities that are going on. So on April 7th, we have the Village Bazaar. The residents are invited to shop and socialize at the Village Bazaar. Super sale from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, April 7th at the Clubhouse 5. Shop secondhand goods and handcrafted artesian wares. And Martinez Catering will be selling hamburgers and hot dogs while supplies last, so get there early. You can have hot dog at 10 a.m. And then for more information, you can call 949-597-4382, and that's April 7th.
All right.
Yeah, and then also we have equestrian, Easter at the Equestrian Center. Darling, Saturday, March 31st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. They are going to have that at the Equestrian Center, and they're going to have an Easter bunny and pony rides, crafts, a big slide, Easter egg hunt, and food truck. And parking is available at the maintenance lot with shuttle service beginning at 9:30 a.m. And they do not want you to park at the animal hospital, so make sure you park off-site and where it is designated to. And again, if you have any questions, you can call 949-597-4275. And again, this is also on the Laguna Woods Village website also.
Right.
So if you need additional information, you can always go there.
And tomorrow, I just want to mention we're having on Brian Gruner and Lisa Toomer. Lisa is the equestrian manager, and they're going to talk about that among other things, a little more detail. It's time for the weather.
It's weather time.
It is weather time. And we've got some good weather for you. I told you earlier, a little bit of offshore breezes will continue. Actually, at our house, my weather station said we're getting gusts of 12 miles an hour, which was much more than I thought.
Tired of the wind.
Yeah,
Can you make the wind stop?
Especially this time of the year. We don't usually get these Santa Ana winds.
Yeah.
Nice weather you can see all the way through the weekend. As we get to Saturday and Sunday, partly cloudy, but still it's going to be really nice temperatures out there.
Yes, very nice. All right. And then on tomorrow's show, we have Tim Moy with the security update, Shirley Witt and Cheryl Wieland of the Senior Center, Brian Gruner and Lisa Toomer with recreation, as Ken just mentioned, and Tony Barr with our entertainment update. Thank you and have a great day.
Bye-bye.